Hello friends, welcome to my channel. In this video, we are going to discuss and we will be doing some coding for Python. So this tutorial is for beginners. So we'll be discussing how you can create control statements in which we are going to take decisions based upon some event. Then we will be knowing how to create looping statement in which you can loop in an array, in a range, then how to create a function, how to create a variable, what are the different print statements. So all the basic things that are required in order to learn Python we will be discussing in this video. So let us start the video, and we will be discussing using Jupyter Notebook. So that is the latest notebook that is being used because it is everything is on browser based, so you can create your programs and run it. So I will be showing the interface for Jupyter Notebook. So friends, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please click on the subscribe button so that you get important updates whenever a new video is uploaded on the channel. So let us start the programming. So in order to execute your Jupyter Notebook, you have to simply write Jupyter and then notebook. So this will start the instance for your Jupyter. And again, as I said, that it is totally browser based, so you can just open the browser and you can see this is the screen that will open first, and here this is the interface of the Jupyter. It's very easy because you just need to click on new, and once you click on new you will be given the option of which notebook you want to create. So I have Python 3 installed, so I will click on Python 3, and then this is the interface that opens, and you can see these are all code blocks where you are supposed to write code. This is the run button, again cut, copy, paste, whatever menu that you have seen, and finally once your code is done you can just save it. So you can just give a name to the file just like you do in other ID also. So we will be providing name. So you can provide any name, testing Python. Now the first statement in every programming that we start is hello world. So you can see it's very simple in Jupyter. You just write this, go to execute, click on run, and you can see that the statement is there. If you want to create a variable, just write anything. Just suppose I want to create f name. So like in other programming language in which we have to define what is the type of that particular variable, Python takes care of this type by itself. So you just write, and then if you want to print this, just so earlier we printed a simple a simple string. Right now we are printing a variable. Just click on this and you can see the that particular variable is printed. Now next thing is, like, again this is a simple variable. You can also create arrays. So you can just say student array, and you can, for creating array in every language the syntax is same. So you can just write any name, whatever else. So these are the list of the students. So this is a array of strings. So again, if you want to traverse, basically if we have a string, so if you want to traverse a string, so we will be using, as I said, that we are going to discuss about looping statement also. So you just write for, then the name of the variable stn student, then colon, and then you have to just write print st. So what it will does, it will start traversing this particular array and it will print one by one the name of the students. So you just click on this run, and you can see that it is traversing one by one and it is printing the name of the student. Similarly, if you want to print a number between 1 to 6. So again, in other languages like C, C++, we have for I equal to 0, I less than. So the syntax is something like this: I equal to 0, then colon, I less than 10, then colon, then I plus plus. So simple. But in case of Python, we just need to mention for I in range 6, and you just need to print I. So once you print this, you can see from just like array start from 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it prints from 0 to 5. Similarly, if we want to check if the number is greater than 2, so again the if statement. So similar to other languages, we have if statement, but yes, we don't need those braces and everything. If I is greater than 3, then only print I, otherwise don't print. So in this case it will start, so it is greater than 3 means 4, 5. So if I execute this, so it will be printing 4, 5. Similarly to this also, we can also define, so this is basically if condition. If I greater than 3, then print this, otherwise else print I. So what it will do, it will just print everything, but if I is greater than, the print I, and then next print will be the next in else statement. So if you click on this, same result is there, because if earlier 0, 1, 2, these are less than 3, so it is in else. So I can also write print so that you know that which particular statement is working, else part, and I will write, indentation is very important in Python, if part. Now you can see the segregation, that which all print is being executed. So if I'll write this, you can see else part 0, 1, 2, and then 3, because it is greater than, the condition is greater than 3, and only 4, 5 that comes in if part. Similarly, we can create functions in Python. So in order to create function, we just write def and function name, my function, and colon, and you just write print, this is my first function. Now similar to other languages, if you want to call this function, just call it by name, my function, and if you execute this, you can see it is calling this particular function, and this particular function has return statement. So this is returning like this. Similar to that, what we can also pass parameter to this function. So suppose I am passing 4 and 5, and we have a and b that is taking the parameter, and what we will do, we will just delete this, and we will say return a plus b. So what it will do, it will fetch the values of these two parameters in a and b, and then it will return the sum of that. So if I click on this, you can see it is getting, so this is a parameterized function in which you are passing the parameter and you are getting the results. So similar to that, you can also pass default parameters, you can pass strings. So basically this is all about how to create variable, how to print a string, what are looping statement, what is if else statement. So similar to that, you can just install Jupyter and you can start practicing these small things so that your concept gets clear. So friends, this was all about Python control statement, variables, looping and functions. So if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe, and thank you for watching this video.